EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. But Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
As they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
You know they pay me.
And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Snap comes at 1. Caught by Cobb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And now the rookie's free.
All you got to do is look it up.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. On play action, now Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at the 33-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 67 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Second down, another shot for Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On first down, Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down now, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on third and a yard. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Rodgers now on first down. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Now, boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From the gun, it's Tua. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run with Gaskin.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
I got it. Mike, check. Nice move. 59. Yeah. You don't want none. 59 Mike, check, 59.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for him here in this 2nd half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 6-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Tua. He's got Fuller. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller, 94 yards, and the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Sanders on for the extra point. last one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Here's second and 10.
26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Check 59, Mike.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. It's complete to Fuller. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. To Fuller for a Miami first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Here's Gaskin. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Kingsley Kiki there on the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Switch, switch, switch.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that was just situational football 101 right there. Excellent decision to throw that one away. You know he would have loved to have converted right there to keep the pressure on and build on this lead. But the best play, avoid the sack, taking care of the football.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
That's going to be a long day. Mike, check, 59, 59. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
Tua on 4th down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
You have fun with this one, partner.
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Check. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check. Crunch. Jump out. Crunch.
On play action, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, check 26. 42. Here we go. Check 42's the mic. Check 42's the mic.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.